We're down here at the trail and we've got three things to test. First, I'm going to try to run my first full mile of this journey. Second, we're rocking the Vivo barefoot shoes. We're going to give those an actual run test. And third, the DJI Neo 2. I'm going to use that to record myself so I can watch myself run and see what I'm doing. So here we go.
And here we go. Setting goals and expectations, my hope for myself was that I could actually run a full mile. It's been a while, and I started this fitness journey being in probably the worst shape of my life. I've made some big improvements to this point, but it's only been a few weeks really, and you don't know what you've got until you try. My goal for the camera, the DJI Neo, I wanted to check the battery life. I've seen a lot of people say 12 to 18 minute range depending on its settings, and I just want it to stay with me for the whole run, not wander off on me. As for the footage, I'm still quite heavy obviously, but checking my form never hurts. And checking the beautiful 4K, well, that's pretty awesome too. For the Vivo barefoot shoes, that goal is simple. Don't even notice them. If I notice shoes, it's because they're hurting my feet. To this point, I'm starting to settle in, but the bag bouncing back and forth with my phone and keys, wallet, the case for the DJI Neo, it's pretty funny. It's annoying me pretty good right here. The traction through the sloppy, wet part of the trail there, wonderful. With the DJI Neo 2, a lot of people say that it's quite quiet compared to other drones. I found the noise that it makes kind of relaxing because I knew it was with me. I didn't have to keep turning around and checking on it. I bought the cheapest version, drone only, no controllers, just one battery. But for my purpose, that's all I need, and the $250 price tag was just low enough to make me try it out. I'm just looking for some fun third-person view and B-roll footage. I'm wanting to learn editing and get okay at it. I think it's fun, and while nothing I've made so far is very fancy, I can see the potential to make some actual art. If you're curious, I've been using DaVinci Resolve 20 free, and it's crazy good and a lot of fun. The drone has performed exactly as advertised so far. I haven't tried using it in extreme conditions or places where it could be crashed or hurt, and why would I? I don't have the budget to do destructive tests on my equipment. The footage we're getting is great. The Neo is a GoPro with wings, and I love it so far. At this point, we're about halfway, and watching the video back, I'm kind of enjoying seeing how my feet are just kind of gliding more than I normally have in the past when I'm running. I'm not really plodding as much. And at this point, I think it's fair to bring up the shoes again, because frankly, I wasn't thinking about them at all. And that's a great thing for shoes. They didn't hurt my feet. The traction on these, the Primus Trail FG 3.5s, was perfect. If you're watching sections of the trail, they were quite sloppy, and the tread on the bottom of these looks pretty aggressive. It bites well into loose gravel and soft trail. I'm obviously not sponsored, but I am on the hunt for a new shoe. I have been destroying Converses in just a few weeks or a couple months, and that's just unacceptable for the amount they cost. A lot of people claim the Vivos are lasting them at least a year and maybe more. We shall see. This little gate we're getting up to is almost exactly 3/4 of a mile in, and I'm starting to think I may actually make it to the full mile. Heck, I'm even holding a decent pace of 10.5 minutes. Not bad for being almost 300 pounds. And this little canyon in the trail is one of my favorite spots in the world to be. There's just something neat about being surrounded by this stone. At this point, I'm still holding the pace I want, and I can see the imaginary finish line. It's still a little ways up the trail, but I know I'm golden. What about the Neo though? We are about 9 minutes into this, and it has been following admirably, dodging branches the whole way. Almost ironically, right as we hit 1 mile, you will see a small branch come into frame. The Neo 2 hits it and lands. It beeps at me and tells me the battery is too low for obstacle avoidance as it touches down safely on the trail. I do the mile in 10 minutes 32 seconds. I have a goal of doing 5 miles at 10-minute mile pace 3 times in one day in just about 90 days. Like, share, and subscribe to see if I make it.